What is up, everybody? Happy Friday to you. We made it. We made it. We made it alive, We made it alive, Hopefully you're not one of them folks that Mark Robinson, who is, I believe, what governor is he, right? I think he's trying to be the governor. Let me see what state of it. North Carolina GOP nominee. All right, so North Carolina, right? Mark Robinson, right? I'm looking at a big black dude here, right? He's running for governor of North Carolina. I don't really know.
Hey guys, Lieutenant Governor Robinson and your Republican nominee for governor as well, of course. Well, guys, the news media is at it again. My opponent is at it again. You all have seen the half-truths and outright lies of Josh Stein on these ads over and over again. And now a story leaked by him to CNN is appearing now. Let me reassure you, the things that you will see in that story, those are not the words of Mark Robinson. You know my words, you know my character, and you know that I have been completely transparent in this race and before. Folks, this race right now, our opponents are desperate to shift the focus here from the substantive issues and focus on what you are concerned with to salacious tabloid trash.
That's what they do in political cycles. That is a notable point to make, that, these people, they're out here and they're not necessarily competing against another person. Their whole thing is, I got to vilify and discredit this person, right? So I think he's going after a guy named Josh Stein, or as the governor in North Carolina. And apparently he's a serious enough contender in this race for them to go on these smear campaigns against him. But, I don't take anybody at face value, even if they look like me. And so I'm looking at this dude, and the allegations are that this Uncle Ruckus dude named Mark Robinson, who is running for governor in North Carolina, Trump has co-signed him, claiming that he was Martin Luther King on steroids, right? But these are the types of things that Mark Robinson is saying.
It was a time when we used to meet evil on the battlefield, and guess what we did to it? We killed it. We didn't quibble about it. We didn't argue about it. We didn't fight about it. We killed it.
Now, I don't see not one of these white people just going crazy over what he's saying to them right now.
Some liberal somewhere is going to say that sounds awful. Too bad.
So he had to be specific, right? Some liberals going to say that sounds awful, but too bad. Then they start clapping, right? So he's specifically talking about the liberals, so they excited.
Get mad at me if you want to. Some folks need killing.
Now, this is the man who says that he wants to be the governor of North Carolina, a man that says that some folks need killing, right? He said some folks need killing, right?
It's time for somebody to say it. It's not a matter of vengeance. It's not a matter of being mean or spiteful. It's a matter of necessity. It's time to call out those guys in green and go have them handled.
So this man obviously does not have any type of seasoning of his words at all. Allegedly, he claims that he's a black Nazi. Okay. And if you think about a black Nazi, obviously you're thinking about someone that doesn't really care for, them folks, that we cannot talk about too much. And what a shame, right? What a shame that this is a blackface, right? In politics. He's not running on any logical or pragmatic conviction. He's running on fervor. And not only any fervor, but white supremacist fervor. So, and he's endorsed by Trump. He's endorsed by Trump. And it's interesting the mindsets of some of these black people who are gravitating towards Trump. A lot of them have some very interesting mindsets about things. I don't know if it's just the way that they were raised, the safety net that they were taught to have for themselves, just, do whatever the white supremacist mindset people do and you'll be safe. I don't know, right? There's a lot of people who are jumping on this idealism of white supremacy. And unfortunately, because you have all these faces in Trump's base, white supremacy is really being made synonymous with Donald Trump. I don't think that's fair. I think Donald Trump was, he played a strategy that he made a risk with, right? Bringing in this bulk of people that were not participating in the political process into the political process. But a lot of these people are unhinged, uneducated, low IQ, people of all colors, and they're passionately ignorant. And so when you have all these people who are being faces to your movement, it makes the movement look passionately ignorant, right? And, we are all, people tend to be guilty by association in this world, right? So, I mean, it just seems like no matter what, Donald Trump is aligning himself with the sketchiest of sketchy people on the right wing side. It's crazy. This dude, quote, claims I'm a black Nazi, right? Like, that you got to have a high level of ignorance and hate in your soul to just run around labeling yourself like that. So, I don't know. He's saying that it was great to be a part of a wonderful event with our next governor, Mark Robinson. Look who hugs up to the black Nazi, Lauren Buckout. So I don't know. So interesting. This guy, they are, and see, here's the thing. I mean, these people are able to kind of trace your carbon online footprint all kinds of ways. And I mean, they're digging up all kinds of things in these different forums about their political opponents. So my whole thing is, if you know that you just been out there just, I mean, unless you can just straight justify, some of the things that you say, you know what I mean? If you've been out there doing like edophile type stuff, evophile stuff, or you've been out there just being blatantly racist and saying overtly ignorant things, don't run for political office. Like, don't run for political office. It's really not for you. It's not for you. Like, I don't care if your face is black or not. This dude, if I could profile this Mark Robinson dude, right? You know, you're talking about the chubby black guy, right? So he was the chubby black kid, okay? Chubby black kid. Let me see what they got on him. All right, Mark Robinson, right? 56 years old. He's married to a black woman. Is that his wife? He's married to a black woman. All right. Let me see. It looks like dude is married to a sister. And they had a family nonprofit, Balanced Nutrition Inc., which helps child care centers get federal funding, has been criticized by one conservative for recruiting customers for the social welfare state. What? They can't stand black people trying to help other black people because some of them don't want to prioritize us. It's insane. All up in our business. This is what they prioritize. The controversial. Why is it a controversial? Why is Balanced Nutrition Inc., which helps child care centers get federal funding? But they're saying that she's recruiting people for welfare. And they're saying that this is a controversial nonprofit that she has. And this is to help feed low income people. She's helping child care centers. These people are weird. These people are weird. They're nitpicking things like that. And this was a conflict for her husband's political career. Um, um, I don't like that. I don't like that at all. That don't make any sense. His wife's name is Yolanda Hill. She had a great nonprofit, and these people are saying that what her hit like. All right. Well, I don't know about Mark Robinson's comments, and I don't even know if I can really take them serious or if they were taken in if they were set in candor. I don't really know, or I don't know, but I know that his wife is doing good things for the community, or she has aspired. They have a family nonprofit that's centered on helping the community. They were putting in the work in the community. So I don't think that I'm gonna have to learn a little bit more about these comments, but just doing a quick background check on this guy and his family. Is questionable, right? But then again, wife can have one position, husband can have another position. But it seems like they have been helping people less advantaged than them with their family nonprofit. They've been prioritizing low income people, making sure that they're helping child care centers who are serving these people have access to nutrition. So I don't see why that's controversial. It's only controversial for people who have no interest in helping those types of people, but have a problem seeing their own people doing it. So let me know what you guys think about this. I don't know where bro was coming from in these online forums, right? I don't know if those were his true sentiments or not. You kind of look at what people do and what they say, and you look for the congruency somewhere and the consistency, right? And so this guy is way too new for me to say that he's a black white supremacist. He obviously has he's looking like he might have those kind of mindsets, right? But I know that there are some black people who just cannot stand the portion of the black community that keeps us down with their mindsets and their behaviors. They hate them to very high degrees. But I don't necessarily feel like his comments were even against black people. But again, the slavery comment was definitely, if he made those were against black people. But again, there are some black conservatives, they kind of work hard, kissing ass, buck dancing, and tokenizing themselves. They get rich, and they're just like, now they feel like they can just, talk crap about other black people, these buck dancers, right? And they elevate themselves above other black people to the point where, they start co signing ignorant talking points about those lower blacks. So this could be one of those dudes. Definitely think black men that think like him are volatile to the community. And that's why black people in general haven't really necessarily gravitated to the conservative movement. They just can see that, we are pretty conservative in our values, but we're not those people idea of conservative because, obviously they're trying to placate into more what would be defined as white culture, and they can definitely do that. you know some of them always get their wake up call in those spaces, and we love to see it. But anyways, you guys have a wonderful day. Let me know what you think about this, and I will catch you in the next one. Bye.